Pick a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
Angela Lee. I don't know if you've seen this, man. So One Championship did some kind of poll or whatever to ask fans what super fight would you like to see. And it seems the one that came in on top was Angela Lee against Stamp Fairtex, who's obviously the atomweight Muay Thai champion. She just lost the atomweight kickboxing belt to Janet Todd earlier this year in February. But so Stamp's only had 4 fights, I think, in MMA, but it seems like Angela was welcoming the idea of those two going to war. This got a little bit of reaction from her fans and other just general One Championship fans who were mad that maybe they thought she was trying to duck Denice Zamboanga, who is next in line, it seems, for a title shot. Just have a little read of what Angela said quickly. Yes, so the comment section of my last post got a little bit spicy. Here's the thing, guys. Whether my next fight is Stamp or Denice, it really doesn't matter to me. One just hosted a contest to see which matchup the fans wanted to see the most. The fans voted that they wanted to see me versus Stamp even more than Giorgio Petrosian and Nikki Holskin. So shoot, if that's the fight to make, then let's make it happen. Stamp is not just a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter. She has actually had 3 successful MMA fights in one, where Denice has only had 2. However, I do acknowledge Denice's last fight against Mei Yamaguchi. To sum things up, I don't make the final call. That's up to One Championship. I don't need to dodge anyone or call anyone out because I'm already the champ. Respect goes both ways. I respect you if you respect me. But don't ever say the champ is dodging a fight because that's just plain stupid. Right. A lot to unpack there. First of all, do you feel in your heart that they're switching gear and maybe actually going to go for Angela v. Stamp, or is it just a contest?
It's just a contest. It's just to stir the pot a little bit, get people talking about Angela Lee and Stamp Fairtex. Yeah, those 2 names right there are 2 of the biggest names on the roster, especially for the women. And putting them together and putting these fantasy matchups together, it just gets people talking and interacting. And I think at the end of the day, that's what One Championship wants. I don't think One Championship will put Stamp Fairtex against Angela Lee anytime soon. Stamp Fairtex needs to develop into a more complete fighter, and it's going to take a year or 2 to do that. Just because she's had a few fights in the cage, right, under MMA rules, doesn't mean that she's ready to fight someone like Angela Lee, right? We watched Angela Lee grow up in front of us, from just this like young prospect into a champion, and she's gone through the ups and downs, right? Stan Fairtex hasn't done that yet. So if you put Stan Fairtex in there now against Angela Lee, you're basically putting a lamb to slaughter, right? That's what it is. It's like a sacrifice to the gods. Odin would be happy, right? It's just that's what it would be. There's no point. Like, yes, the biggest win Stan Fairtex has in MMA is against B Nguyen, but let's be honest, B Nguyen, look at her record in One Championship. I think she's like a 500 fighter, right? So does that justify a title shot? Absolutely not. Denice just beat the girl that many consider beat Angela Lee, right? It was just the judges, chose Angela Lee in that fight. And both of those fights were fight of the year contenders and great fights. And it showed that Denice can go in there and give Angela Lee some kind of competition, right? And it's going to be all around competition. It's not like Denice is one dimensional. Denice can fight on the ground, she can wrestle, and she can stand there and bang, right, with the best of them. So for One Championship to leapfrog Denice and put Stamp in there doesn't make any sense. And also on top of that, they need to have Denice push that Filipino flag in one championship. They need that. They need a female champion from the Philippines. Philippines is probably their biggest market. Why would they throw that away right now? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me, and put Stamp in there. Yeah, this fight, it's gonna happen versus Denice. Stamp is just a contest. Angela Lee, she expressed herself very well in that post. Like she expressed herself like a champion, right? And she knows that she doesn't have to duck anybody. They're gonna make fights, and she's gonna go fight them, and she's gonna get paid a lot of money. So I don't see her saying that she's not gonna fight this person or that person, because she's fought what, Nicolini. That was her former teammate. She's fought uh, the strawweight champ twice already. Like, it's crazy to say that she would duck Stan Fairtex. It's or not Stan Fairtex. Denice Zamboanga. She's faced the best of the best in the women's divisions.
Considering Denice and Stamp train together, is there perhaps an element of Angela subtly stirring a rivalry up between them for who gets to fight her? Or am I reading too much into that?
No, it's all, there's mind games, right? There's always mind games. And if Angela is doing that to play some mind games with Denice and Stamp, why not do it? I love it. You know what I mean? Everybody's always talking about respect and honor and all. Yeah, you have all that, but doesn't mean that you can't play mind games with your opponents, right?
Yeah, I feel sometimes the one championship fighters, they want to trash talk a little bit. They want to throw out some challenges, but they're not allowed to. They have to push the integrity, honor, respect, all that stuff that one championship likes to build the brand on. Sometimes I feel Angela, yeah, she's one of the fighters especially who just wants to spice things up a little bit. That's why I was wondering maybe she's got some subtle message there, but don't want to put words in Angela's mouth, obviously.
But Angela's fiery though. It's
Yeah.
not like she hasn't in the past, right? She's come out and revealed a lot, right, of herself. She has two sides. She has the respect honor side, and then she has the side, if you come at her, she's gonna come at you.
Yeah, definitely in the build up to the Michelle Nicolini fight last year. Definitely had a few words for Nicolini, because Nicolini said, "Oh, Angela beat me up in training, and then I'm not her friend anymore." And then Angela was like, "Well, if she thought I beat her up in training, she's gonna find out me really beating her up." I like those kind of things. You don't see it often in one. I'd like to see a little bit more. You can still do it within the boundaries of respect and everything like that. You don't have to call them a MFer or all these swear words.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah, you attack the skill set. You attack their past performances. That's not trash talk. That's just that's your opinion of what you think of that person. You know what I mean? You're not attacking their character unless you have to attack their character, right? But yeah, we're not saying go to Colby Covington levels of promotion. We're just saying, like, let's spice it up a little bit. Let's get some little bit of insulting, you know what I mean? A little bit, you know what I mean? Not too much.
yeah, it always helps build up a fight, doesn't it? And then that means more money for everyone.